Good morning, boys and girls, and welcome to our kindergarten Sabbath school lesson. And this is for May 30th, 2020. I'm teacher Robin, and this is my granddaughter,
Jean.
Jean. And I think she's happy. She's out of school. Almost. One more week. Our Sabbath school lesson memory verse today is found in 2 Corinthians 9:7. Jean, would you read that very short verse for us? I hope you memorized your memory verse.
God loves a cheerful giver. 2 Corinthians 9:7.
Thank you, sweetheart. God does love a cheerful giver. Jesus was sitting with his disciples in the temple watching people bring their offerings. In those days, people took their offering to the temple court and dropped them into collection boxes. Many rich people lived in Jerusalem. They lived in nice houses, they wore fancy clothes, and they had plenty to eat. And after they paid for their nice house and their fancy clothes and good food, they would take some of their money that they had left and go to the temple for an offering. They would dress up in their finest clothes and they would go to the temple when they knew lots of people would be there. And after looking around to make sure people were watching, they would pour their money into the collection box. Here's this man's little pouch of money. He's going to drop it all in. Clatter, tinkle, jingle, jangle. Oh, they liked it when their money made a lot of noise. They liked it when people turned to see who had put so much money into the collection box. They hoped people were whispering, "Oh, see how much offering that person brought? He certainly is generous." Well, Jesus knew that those rich people brought only what was left over after they had purchased all the things that they wanted. As he sat there, he noticed a woman coming in. She walked over to the collection box. He knew that her husband had died and that she was a widow. Many times she might have gone without food. The woman looked around to see if anyone was watching. She was embarrassed because she could only bring a tiny little offering. And when she thought no one would see her, she slipped 2 tiny coins, there's one of them, into the collection box, and then she hurried away. But Jesus had seen her. He had seen the 2 tiny coins she slipped into the offering box, and Jesus said to his disciples, "This poor widow has put in more than all the others. She may have had no money to buy bread for dinner, but she was happy to give an offering to God. Even though her offering was tiny, she gave more than all the others because she gave it cheerfully and out of love for God." That's a good story for us to remember. God loves us and we love Him. And God loves a cheerful giver. 2 Corinthians 9:7 is your memory verse for today. Can you turn to your mom or dad or grandparent and say your memory verse one more time together? God loves a cheerful giver. 2 Corinthians 9:7. Well, thank you for joining us today for the kindergarten Sabbath school lesson, boys and girls. I hope you have a great rest of your Sabbath day and a wonderful week ahead. I think your school finishes this week or maybe next. Have fun this summer. Bye.